Okay, welcome back to the YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darragh Martin and I'm a 24-year-old real estate agent in Dubai. So this video is a big one actually. So this is actually my 1-year anniversary of moving to Dubai and becoming a real estate agent. Yeah, today's video is just going to be an honest review of how the last year has gone for me as a real estate agent, and yeah, what I've accomplished, what I've learned, and just giving you guys, as always on this channel, a transparent look and pulling back the curtains and just telling it how it is, how the year has gone for me. So yeah, let's just jump right into it and maybe explain the story. There might be some new people here. In August last year, I moved from my hometown, Dunboyne, County Meath in Ireland, all the way over to the bright city with the shining lights, Dubai, of the United Arab Emirates. So August last year, I started as a leasing consultant with House&Haus Real Estate. House&Haus being one of the biggest and probably the most prestigious real estate company in Dubai. And yeah, I started out as a leasing agent. I remember the first week of training, sitting in there, not really knowing what to expect. I didn't come in with any preconceived notions. I was ready to work hard, but even thinking back to being in that room, you know, seeing the people walking by the training office on the phone, guys having a bit of banter and joking around, I was just like, wow, these guys, they're confident, they're charismatic. And I was like, I hope I can get there one day, to be honest. And even the first meeting, walking in with the House&Haus, I'm thinking back to it, it was crazy. Like, it's like being on a TV show. I had seen the podcast, I'd seen a little bit of the Dubai Hustle TV show, and you're showing up to work and people, you know, girls are dressed to the nines, high heels, guys wearing pinstripe suits with their Rolexes on, and yeah, I was just, wow. Little did I know, now you're just, you feel like you're in war a year later. You just don't even notice any of these things, but by the stress of it. But yeah, it was fond memories looking back to the start of it. So yeah, let's just jump straight into my biggest accomplishments. So of course, as a leasing consultant, I had my first rental, which I still remember to this day. I remember when it went into the done deals chat for House&Haus. I was in an apartment in the marina in Jumeirah Living, and I was taking photos of an apartment. It was late enough, like 6 p.m. I think, and it went in, and you're just getting everyone messaging you, congratulations, congratulations. And at that point, I think it was a month in, or 1 month in, and I was just like, oh, thank God. I was like, I can actually do this. This is actually something that I can possibly make work. It was a very proud moment for me, making that first rental. Moving on from that to this, maybe the second biggest accomplishment was that I made the most money I've ever made in a single month. And that happened in January of this year, 2024. And this was in leasing, I put 63K on the board, which works out around 7.8 thousand euro. And if you annualize that, it's like 94.5 thousand euro per year. So yeah, crazy money to be made out here. Obviously, it'd be great to make that every single month, wouldn't it? But that was the best month I did in leasing. I was very, very proud of that one. I was working on one particular deal over the entire Christmas period and over New Year's. I remember going out for New Year's celebrations and in my house, bottle of beer in one hand and the other on the phone to the tenant, to the landlord, them changing the deal at the last minute, negotiating all over the contents of the contract. And yeah, that's maybe a big learning. I'm gonna Aikido some learnings in here. Like, the job really isn't a 9 to 5 at all. And that's what I love about it. But what's not going to suit a lot of people is that when you become a real estate agent, you are a real estate agent all of the time. Like, it's like becoming a professional footballer. Like, when you're a professional footballer for a Premier League team, it doesn't strike 5 p.m. and then you can just start eating whatever you want. You're not thinking about football. You're not watching game tape, whatever. It's like the whole time you have to be prepared to put in the work to be the best real estate agent as possible. And that's on weekends, that's when it's Christmas, that's when it's New Year's, that's when you're doing other things. You have to be available to people. So that's what I kind of liken it to. It's high performance sales. It's like being a sports star, and you have to take care of your body, your mind, but you're literally always on the go. So let's move on to the third biggest accomplishment maybe, is I launched this YouTube channel on the 29th of December. And yeah, that was a huge thing. I think if you go back and watch the video, I was very, very nervous doing it. I'm walking around a lot. Don't worry, I heard that from a lot of people. But yeah, growing my personal brand, bringing transparency to the industry and showing people exactly what it's like over here was always a mission of mine. And listen, I understand the age that we live in now is everyone's on their phones. Attention is the new currency of the world. So putting yourself out there, genuinely just trying to help people first. And I know it's going to end up working out well for me. Hopefully people enjoy these videos. I think they do by the amount of messages I get. But yeah, that was launched end of December. And then actually I just hit 1K subscribers this week, which is crazy. Which I'm absolutely shocked with. I think I'm up there with the highest subscribers, YouTube channels following real estate in Dubai. There's not many. There's a couple like 4 or 5K, but I'm coming there for number one. And yeah, I did write down I wanted to get to 10K by the end of the year. So random number I picked at the start. Let's see if I can do it. But that's absolutely astonishing. And I appreciate all the support I'm getting. And yeah, I'm just trying to help you guys. Either if you're looking to move over here to become a real estate agent, I'm always happy to answer any questions and help you out with that, provide some advice. Or if you're looking to invest in the Dubai property market. I'm not here 20 years. I don't have all that experience, but I have work ethic, I have energy, I have time, and I'm transparent, and I'll try teach you exactly what I'm learning about the property market here in Dubai. So yeah, moving on from that, this is probably my favorite one, to be honest. Next accomplishment is I won a boxing fight in the Burj Khalifa on the 26th of April, and I had the GOAT Floyd Mayweather sitting ringside. So yeah, that whole event is just, honestly, it's like a dream. It's what movies are written about, to be honest. Like, you won't get that opportunity anywhere else in the world other than in Dubai. So I'm very grateful for this city. I'm very grateful for the people who put it on. And yeah, that was absolutely sick. You can see some clips and highlights on my Instagram, but yeah, that was an amazing opportunity. Probably the biggest then accomplishment of the year since starting here is, I joined the Offplan team here at House and House in March, and I closed my first sale in June. So yeah, this was a very proud moment for me. Coming from leasing, going to Offplan, and if I'm just being honest, like I spent 7 months in leasing. Did I move over to Offplan too soon? Probably, but like I'm a young guy and I'm out here to take risks. I'm not here to play anything safe. I want to become a billionaire or go broke. That's it. That's the mindset. So when I was in leasing, I had pitched Offplan to all my clients. I had a huge client that did want to actually come with me and buy some Offplan with me. For various reasons, that unfortunately fell through. So yeah, I've kind of just been like, well, I've come over too early. I don't have enough clients. But, I've really put in hard graft since coming over here. I make the most amount of phone calls. I have the most amount of meetings. I stay longest in the office most days. I come in on Saturdays. I post the most social media content, Instagram, TikToks, Shorts, and YouTube videos. And I do all the editing myself and idea creation. So I'm really just putting it all on the line, to be honest. And, if I'm like being completely transparent and honest, I haven't succeeded in Offplan yet. So I don't want to come on here just because I'm on YouTube and I'm talking to people. I'm not the expert in Offplan. I can teach you the way how to be a great leasing agent. I was pretty good at leasing, but I haven't quite made it yet in Offplan, which is, part of the struggle and stress that comes with this job the whole time. But I think every single day and every single week I'm getting better. I'm having better conversations with clients. I'm, making new relationships, meeting new people, putting out new content. I think everything just snowballs, and eventually it will just, when it rains, it pours, as the GOAT 50 Cent says. So, I'm staying positive, even though some days you're down and you're like, is all this even worth it? But overall, I'm staying positive. All I know how to do is work. And yeah, let's swiftly shift gear and go into the biggest learnings over the past year as a real estate agent in Dubai. So that's a difficult question. And I did prepare for this. And when I thought, what are the biggest learnings? It's difficult because I've learned so many things about myself, about the industry, about real estate, and about other people as well, but dealing with other people, their emotions, and different nationalities, different cultures, even some person from the same country. Two people just act differently. So you learn a lot about psychology, everything. You absolutely learn everything in sales, but I wanted to narrow it down to the top three. So the first one is, and this is not a new idea, but the first one is that your ability to deal with stress or things going wrong is directly correlated, or is a great measure of how successful you will be. And this is just so true. This job is so stressful, and more so in leasing. Now, I'd say the stress levels are the same in leasing and Offplan, but things go wrong just all the time in leasing, all the time. And it's difficult when I sat there and I try to think, all right, how do I explain this to someone who's not a leasing agent? It's difficult to explain, but when you're in leasing, you will understand. If a deal goes smoothly, offer accepted, everyone likes all the terms of the contracts, the apartment's in great shape, everyone, that never happens. Never. And if it did, I'd be like, what is going on here? So there's always, people are in, they're out, contract needs to be negotiated, the money, how many payments there's, the maintenance of the apartment. There's literally just stuff going wrong the whole time, and it is your job to fix those problems. And that's maybe leaning into, I don't think the job of a real estate agent will ever go away, or it'll be one of the last ones to go away, because these problems can't be solved by an AI computer. They can't be solved by an equation. This is dealing with people's emotions, calming people down, explaining things clearly. If you explain something over WhatsApp, it's not the same as getting on the phone with someone, empathizing with them, and explaining it to them with words and compassion. It's just not the same, and I know that from experience. So that's the first one. The second biggest learning, I guess, from the past year is to go fast as humanly possible. And yeah, what does this mean? Maybe to people that don't understand. It makes sense in my brain. But don't overthink. Fail fast. Analyze where you're failing. One of the biggest, let me explain to you when I realized this. When I was making phone calls in leasing, sometimes I would have an owner that I need to call. We need to reduce the price of the unit. It's not getting rented out. And what I would do is, let me go online, let me research what are the last 5 transactions in this building, make a report, see what other listings are online. There's one listed for below ours. Yeah, well, obviously the people are going to inquire on that. Okay, nice, boom. Done all this research. All right, research done. Let me call the landlord. Boop, boop, boop. No answer. Boom. Waste of time. Just phone them. Phone them, even if you don't know what you're going to say, even if you don't know the right answers before you phone them. Just start phoning people, because you'll fail fast, you'll learn on the phone, and this is not just to do with phoning, but this is just everything. That uploading content, you're not going to upload, your first reel is not going to be perfect, YouTube video is not going to be perfect, but just start putting stuff out there, learn as you go, and that is the best way and only way to reach the top. Go fast. Finally, the third and maybe biggest learning is, I have this in big block capital letters here, don't quit. I'm almost telling this to myself now, but if you can just survive, if you can survive 5 years in real estate without making money, you could explode then. Like 90% of agents are gone within the first 2 years. That's a huge number. If you can just survive 3 years, that's the biggest success indicator I think there is. And you know, I learned this maybe in my boxing fight as well. There's a lot of things you learn from learning a combat sport and learn in a sales job that mirror each other a lot. And you know, when things are toughest and when things are bleakest, like if you watch my fight in the second round, I get rocked a little bit, and yeah, I was fucked. Like I hurt badly, and I was just holding my guard up, and I was thinking I could get dropped here. Like this could be it. Can I come back from this? And if I'm being brutally honest, for a split moment, you are scared. But all I know how to do is not quit. I don't care. All I know how to not quit. And listen, if you're gonna knock me out, but I'm gonna be swinging till I get knocked out. And that's all I know. And even if you don't know how you're gonna succeed and you're like, how am I still standing? How am I still going? Just put your guard up, keep swinging, and keep moving. And listen, I haven't succeeded yet in the Offplan game. And yeah, it's stressful when, you know, I've been here, 7 months now, I think 6 or 7 months in Offplan. I've only closed one deal. You know, it gets to a point where you put in so much work and you're like, wow, this is stressful. Is this really worth it? But all I know is to not quit and keep punching, keep throwing, keep swinging. So yeah, I don't know what else people expected from this video. I might do another one where I'll go into how much money I've made each month as a real estate agent for the first year. But I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you guys can take some learnings from it. So yeah, if you have any questions, as always, drop them in the comments. You can reach me on LinkedIn or Instagram. If you're looking to become a real estate agent, I'm happy to provide some advice. Apologies if I haven't got back to you yet. I am trying to get through everyone, but it's like a second full-time job. And then of course, if you are looking to explore the property market here in Dubai as an investor, I'm more than happy to share what insights we have here at House and House and help you with that as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.